Hi everyone, welcome back to Let's Meet the Women of STEAM. This is part 4. We'll be talking about MaeJemison, the first Black woman to travel into space. MaeJemison was born on October 17, 1956 and was raised in Chicago. Mae had been interested in science from a young age and recalls when an elementary school teacher had asked her what she wanted to be when she grew up, she replied a scientist, and the teacher assumed that she had wanted to be a nurse. Mae decided that she wanted to be any type of scientist she could, and not just scientific roles that women were assigned to. Mae entered Stanford College at the age of 16, where she received a Bachelor of Science in Chemical Engineering, along with a Bachelor of Arts in African and African American Studies. After Stanford, Mae attended Cornell Medical School, and once her training was done, she joined the Peace Corps as a medical officer to help care for the volunteers working in Liberia and Sierra Leone. After her time in the Peace Corps was done, Mae decided to apply to be an astronaut for the newest shuttle mission. Mae was one of the 15 people chosen out of 2,000 applicants for the mission. MaeJemison was inspired to be an astronaut when she was young by the role of Lieutenant Uhura, a character played by Nichelle Nichols in the sci-fi series Star Trek. The character Uhura was influential for many Black women, since she was treated as an equal and had a vital role to play in the Starship Enterprise as their chief communications officer. While Americans all over the nation were interested in NASA's manned space missions, Mae found herself frustrated by the lack of female astronauts. Mae recalls thinking, "Everybody was thrilled about space, but I remember being really irritated that there were no women astronauts." Mae decided to set out to become an astronaut to follow her dreams and become the representation she wanted to see as a child. When Mae would begin her communications on her space mission, she would quote Uhura's famous line, "Hailing frequencies open," to pay homage to her childhood hero. After her acceptance to the NASA space program, Mae became the first Black woman to travel to space. She was a crew member on the space shuttle STS-47. While in space, Mae used her medical skills to help crew members with motion sickness and anxiety, and was the lead on a number of experiments that took place during the mission. Some of the experiments Mae did included creating a method to create saline solution in space, a bone cell research project, and an experiment to see how fog tadpoles would develop in zero gravity. Mae's understanding of the humanities, medical sciences, and chemical science was a great resource for the crew. Even after her dreams of being an astronaut were achieved, Mae never stopped being dedicated to her goal of using science for the betterment of humanity and the planet. Mae started camps for young students called The Earth We Share to inspire them to be environmentalists so they would care about the planet they were living on. Mae also partnered with organizations like 4-H to help encourage students to understand nature and the agricultural sciences that go along with farming. Mae continues to advocate for minority students to be involved with sciences so that even more children can see themselves represented in the field. In order to help her promote racial equality in the sciences and the teaching of environmental practices, Mae created the Dorothy Jemison Foundation for Excellence in honor of her mother. Mae's foundation continues to host and create projects and camps for children. Outside of her foundation, for the 100-Year Starship Project that aims to see humanity reach interstellar travel in the next 100 years. While she is pursuing a real-life Star Trek dream with the 100-Year Starship Project, Mae also got to live her Star Trek dreams out by being a guest star on the series Star Trek The Next Generation. Mae continues to be an inspiration to female scientists. Thank you all for watching this presentation on MaeJemison. I really hope you learned something about her. She is an amazing woman.